for another update information, bring you up to the latest on everything we have discovered and discussed in the past. Welcome to Necro Overtime.
That was very high energy. I really like that.
That was literally everything I had left in me at this point. So it's downhill from here, but I tried my best. Hope people are hyped. We got some good updates tonight.
We got something, man. A couple of crazy ones, I think.
I have no idea about the Scott Peterson one, so this is going to be all new for me.
Neither do most of our listeners because it's a Patreon episode, right?
Yeah.
So not the most, but I mean, that sounds bad, but the majority of people who probably listen to our week-to-week show are not patrons.
Sure.
They don't realize we did a fucking 3-part series on Scott Peterson and Lacey, right? Lacey.
Mm-hmm.
Some might say it was exhaustive.
I got invested in that one. That was like John Bonet level. Like that's all I did for my.
It was a good series.
Yeah, that's all I did was focus on that case.
It's all we did that. What, last year? I feel like that was about a year ago.
It was last year, I think.
Yeah, sounds right.
A 3-part Patreon series on the Scott and Lacey Peterson.
Yep.
And now look at this. We got some updates.
There is some new news in the world of Scott Peterson. You want to just give us a quick overview of Scott Peterson, and I'll get into the update then.
Scott Peterson. Lacey, she disappeared on December 24th, 2002 from their home in Modesto. Scott had claimed he had been out fishing on that Christmas Eve, even though Lacey was 8 months pregnant.
And Scott never fished.
Scott did not fish. And
Can always take up a new hobby. Can always take up a new hobby.
on Christmas Eve, right?
Well, they had nothing else going on. There was no family over. There was nothing to do.
Oh, man. It's going to get me fired up all over again. It's so dumb. But it turned into trial of the century type thing. Nancy Grace was all over this case.
You don't say.
And, not to spoil like everything, but, her body was eventually found where Scott had been fishing in that same area.
Well, to be fair, it was a big body of water.
If I was trying to make it look like her husband did it, I would throw her body in the same place that I knew that he frequented.
That was a theory.
It's not fair.
But yeah, go
twice to fish.
go listen on Patreon.
Patreon.com/Necronomipod. We have 3 parts on this one.
But there was a documentary that came out maybe the year before we did that show or around that time.
I think they did the documentary after because they heard us and they were like, we need to do a fucking documentary on this. We need to do like a Netflix deep dive on this because these guys fucking...
They nailed it.
They have got this down. And I think that's what happened. We influenced the documentary. I don't know. And they would never say because, we told them and we're humble. Don't give us credit. Just sign up patreon.com/Necronomipod.
It was very pro Scott Peterson.
Correct.
So disingenuous, I would say, in some parts. But
I think that
again,
was the series.
We talk about it.
Halfway through the first episode, maybe it was a second, I felt like I was his attorney. I was trying to defend him on a lot of fronts.
Yeah.
It got difficult.
A lot of those documentaries are wanted.
No, I'm talking about us.
No, I know, but I'm going back. Yeah. A la Making a Murder. That guilty fuck stick.
People always request that. I have not watched it, but people always request it and they want to know why you guys feel the way you feel.
Because he's guilty. 100% guilty. Without a doubt.
Okay. I'm not going to argue.
All right, so here's the update. The LA Innocence Project has taken up the Scott Peterson case. A nationally recognized nonprofit has taken up the Scott Peterson case and filed new motions in a San Mateo County court this week. New court documents show the Los Angeles Innocence Project is now representing Peterson. In 2004, Peterson was convicted in the murder of his wife Lacey and her unborn child. Her body was found in the bay. Peterson was eventually given the death sentence, which was recently overturned and replaced with a sentence of life in prison without parole. This week, so this is last week, I believe, 4 motions were filed in San Mateo County Superior Court including a motion for DNA testing, claiming that, quote, new evidence now supports Mr. Peterson's longstanding claim of innocence. How about that? DNA evidence. In the hundreds of pages submitted, there are new updated witness statements, and attorneys focus on three things. One, a burned out van found near Peterson's Modesto home around the time Lacey disappeared in 2002. The burglary at the house across the street, the Medinas, along with some evidence found on the shore of the bay. If this evidence pans out as the Innocence Project says, this could be a game changer, said legal analyst Dean Johnson.
We discussed on our show the burglary across the street.
Right. We talked.
Did we discuss the van?
We did not discuss a van. I wonder if that has anything to do with the kind of the sketchy people that were hanging out around the park. Because I know we talked about those people, but I don't remember a van either. But it
And then what was the third thing? There was the van, the break-in across.
Some evidence found on the shore of the bay. So this guy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, this guy Johnson has followed the Peterson trial since the beginning. Says the heart of the new motion is the theory that Lacey was killed by burglars. Peterson's attorney, Pat Harris, wrote in a statement Thursday, I will confirm that we are thrilled to have the incredibly skilled attorneys at the LA Innocence Project and their expertise becoming involved in the efforts to prove Scott's innocent. That's basically the crux of the update. I'm not going to read the whole story because there's this and that, but Innocence Project, pretty prominent organization as far as
That lends credibility to it.
they must feel they have something.
It seemed, if I remember correctly.
So let me read one more thing. Attorney Mark Garagos, if we recall, represented Peterson during his 2004 trial. He said the move speaks volumes. Quote, it tells you, number one, that they have vetted it. Number two, they've taken a look at this case in every which way, and the Innocence Project nationally has a track record that is unparalleled, Garagos said. So it's every person who's been falsely convicted dream to have the Innocence Project focus their attention on their case. Peterson has always maintained his innocence. So there you go. That's what Garagos is saying. Sorry I interrupted you. I just wanted to get that last sentence.
Okay.
Might there be something to this?
Maybe.
I always felt like when we did the show, I felt the evidence was not enough to convict him. I felt he was probably guilty,
I think I agreed with you, but
there
I don't
just
remember.
wasn't enough evidence.
It was all circumstantial.
All of it. There was no physical evidence.
It
to
all
convict
looked-
We're going to get
him.
into this debate again because you don't need
It all
you don't
looked like
need
it
the
was
smoking
him.
gun
You
all the
don't.
time.
You're absolutely right. You don't.
There's like little smoking guns all over that story that you don't believe in coincidences. So there's a lot of coincidences in that story.
You're not wrong.
It very much seemed like he did it.
It did. It didn't seem like they proved he did it, though. So I'm very curious to see what
I
this
don't think there was a
evidence
strong
entails.
connection to prove he did it. If I remember, I don't really remember the story.
It's also hard too to separate Scott Peterson, like who he is. Like he is a piece of shit person.
Without a doubt.
Wasn't he cheating a lot?
Yeah, well, he was the big thing that everybody, like the whole country, flipped out about is that while they were having the vigil for Lacey, he was on the phone with his girlfriend.
Amber Fry.
Yes,
That's right.
saying that he was in Paris for for like a Christmas celebration. I was like, no, motherfucker, you're here for your wife. Your pregnant wife is missing.
That's right. I forgot all about that.
Which is bad. It's awful, but it doesn't mean he killed her.
That's true. That's what I said. It's hard to separate sometimes.
You might not. You might want to be with this other woman. You might be so tired of your wife and you wish she'd go away, and then suddenly she disappears, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is great. I got to go to this vigil so they don't think I did it." But again, that doesn't mean you killed her.
It just means you.
It means you're an
suck.
asshole piece of garbage, but it doesn't mean you killed her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's very interesting then that this picked up because I think I remember like most people agreed with you, Ian. Like, hey, this guy fucking for sure did this. Like,
No, I don't think so. I was in the minority, and I was really surprised. at
Really?
this. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Is that right?
I don't read a lot of
think
any of the
so.
comments and stuff people post. I just assumed people agreed with you.
No, I don't think. I think I was in the minority on that.
So the majority of people think he's innocent?
At least from our Patreon comments, if I remember correctly.
More than I would have thought. I don't think a
Really?
majority.
That's
but
interesting.
There's a substantial number of people that I think believe he's innocent.
And I mean, it sounds crazy. Well, not crazy now, but I guess that makes more sense now with this. What is it? Innocence Project? What do they call themselves?
The Innocence Project.
Innocence Project is picking this up. I'm interested to see what they have.
They have limited resources. They can only take so many cases. There's tons of people across this country in prison for crimes they didn't commit. So I think Garagos is right that maybe it does mean a lot that they've.
And it's going to hurt them in the long run if you take a high profile case like this and then you're proven wrong.
Sure.
So you must have something that you feel confident enough about.
Logic would say that that's probably right.
Or is it one of those situations where the court could just refuse to hear their evidence, So then they kind of like, we believe it, we tried. The court just doesn't want to see it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I could see that
true.
happening.
Good question.
What's the history of their organization, like getting things back in front of a judge, I wonder?
Just like the West Memphis 3 stuff that's going on right now. They keep getting pushback from the court. They're like, yeah, we're not going to look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're trying to force them to retest all that stuff right now.
Yeah.
Waiting for that to be decided.
But they all agreed to what was that situation? They all
The Alford plea.
the Alford plea. So if you're the court, you're like, man, we're done with this, right?
I think it's how they interpret that law they passed about retesting evidence, whether that law applies to people that have already been let out of prison.
Was this a new thing? I don't follow.
It was
all
a
this.
newer law, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be stating this.
Like, was this
wrong,
after
but-
we discussed the show? After we did that episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. A lot more to see on that.
Yeah, that'll be wild to see what evidence they have, what DNA. And
Yeah. It'd be pretty wild if they proved something and he got out of jail.
I always just assumed that you and I were kind of the heels on that one, like thinking like, oh, no, there's no evidence. I didn't realize that there was that many people that felt.
I feel like I remember being like, I proved my fucking point. I presented the evidence that I came up with, and everybody was like, yeah, I kind of side with Mike and Dave.
I'm not sure he's remembering this accurately. We'll
I don't know.
see.
We'll find out.
I remember a couple of miscreants agreeing with you and I, Mike, but I don't know that it was.
I assume most people
many as
don't
he's
agree with what I have to
suggesting
say on
here.
the show, but yeah, I don't.
I don't know. I could be making this completely up. I probably am.
I think you might be.
Well, face on them, huh, Dave? Because we're about to be vindicated.
Wouldn't that be something,
fucking
pal?
hope. Innocence
Wouldn't
Project.
that
Don't
be
let us down.
something?
Don't make me look like a damn fool now.
It's worth $5 though, I think. That 6-hour
Fuck
discussion.
You can get all that, plus every other bonus show we've done at the $5 tier.
The greatest value in broadcast.
That's been 3 shows a month since what?
2019?
Late 2019. Think of all the
4.5
content
years.
that's out there.
so
Paranormal erotica.
So much
Need I
content.
say more? We've even done listener sex stories. You should hear what your fellow degenerates have to fucking say about their sex lives. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
They were fucking in Metro Park restrooms. They were breaking dicks in half. All kinds of shit.
Avenged Sevenfold was banging
Getting
people.
gangbanged by Avenged Sevenfold.
Literally no lies were just told in what these men have said about our listener sex stories available on Patreon. Must listen to podcasts.
I would agree. It's a good time.
Plus, you can listen to 3 parts on Scott Peterson. We do a deep dive. It is the deepest dive we've ever done on Patreon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We dove deeper than those Avenged Sevenfold guys did on those.
Well,
patrons.
well, I heard rumors they actually took their balls and shoved those in as well. It was cock and balls shoved in. But I don't know. I don't know. That's just rumor and innuendo. In their endo.
What was the singer's name? M. Shadows? Is that his name?
No, it's M. Night Shyamalan. He's a director. He's not with Avenged Sevenfold. He directs movies.
I am not an Avenged Sevenfold guy. I have no idea.
I think he was the cool one out of the whole story, right? He was just trying to play video games and chill.
Is that what it was?
think
Man,
so.
I don't even remember that at all.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Just trying to fucking play my video games. Get your pussy out of my face. All right, what else? You got anything else, Dave?
One more update. It's involving Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer. Remember that
that's
guy?
Way back.
Remember that guy?
Is that
Long
the
time
orange
ago.
coat guy?
No.
Who's that? I was gonna mixed up.
Richard Chase.
I get those fucking mixed up every time.
This is Gary Ridgway.
Is he the one that killed the cat in front of his mom?
No, that was Richard Chase.
Fucking Christ. God damn it.
Gary's the one that took his young baby to fuck prostitutes in the car, and the baby had to watch Gary.
Yeah.
Remember, he was like, da, da, da.
I do
Why you
remember
put
that.
pee in that guy, yeah.
Was he the one that brought people to like bang over where he buried the bodies?
His wife. He was married and shit.
Yeah. Remember, he had the
I don't
sub
really-
IQ. He had like a 75.
He was intellectually disabled.
borderline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like right on
The line.
Yeah. It was like Gary struggled with everything in life besides killing sex workers and painting cars. That was like the two things he was great at. And eventually,
Everybody's good at something. He was good at two things. How about that?
I think he is the most prolific serial killer.
He had a big body count on him.
He's suspected to have killed more than 90. He confessed to 70.
And they
49.
were all sex workers?
Yes, he was convicted of 49
Yeah.
and confessed to 71, suspected of more than 90. Ted Bundy also tried to catch him, helped out the FBI.
What a guy. He wasn't all bad. Everybody has something good about him.
I think so. I don't think you two do.
I don't. Absolutely not.
I think everybody has some redeeming quality.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think our levels differ on what we might agree on what is a redeeming quality.
No. There's some people the world can do without. No redeeming quality.
That's not the same thing.
Well,
But so what's the update?
I guess it's what you consider redeeming quality. Like a guy that can put butter on toast, and that's the one thing he
No,
can do good in the world.
I think every person can contribute something positive to society in some way, shape, or form.
I disagree with that.
No, I
Would Gary's car painting fall in that category?
I mean, I don't remember the story, but if he was good at it and he was providing a service that he made people happy, sure. That's not me to say that everyone's a good person, but they have a redeeming quality. You can paint cars.
Gacy was a clown. That was good. Clowns are good.
Wasn't he like a local politician? Like he clearly
You're
had an
claiming
upside.
politicians have a redeeming
Clearly
quality
had
now?
an upside.
Now you're really going off the fucking rails. Here's the update. The last known set of remains linked to the Green River serial killer in Washington state belonged to a teenage girl who had previously been identified as a victim, authorities confirmed on Monday. Officials said there are, quote, other unsolved cases that may be connected to Gary Ridgway. The remains were identified as those of 16-year-old Tammy Lyles, the King County Sheriff's Office said in a news release. She was from Everett, Washington, north of Seattle, according to local media reports. Authorities had previously identified another set of partial remains known as the Bones 20 case as also belonging to Lyles. There are no other unidentified remains believed to be connected to Ridgway, known as the Green River Killer, according to the sheriff's office. Ridgway preyed on girls and young women in the Seattle area who were in vulnerable positions, including sex workers and runaways. In the 80s and 90s, he was long a suspect in the Green River killings, so-called because the first victims were found in the waterway, which runs through suburbs south of Seattle. Detectives were unable to prove his role until 2001, when advances in DNA technology allowed them to link a saliva sample they had obtained from him in 1987 to semen found on several victims. King County Sheriff spokesperson Eric White told the Seattle Times that officials feel a sense of relief that they've been able to give family members of Ridgway's victims answers about what happened to their loved ones. It's an immense feeling of satisfaction that in this case that started in the early 80s, we are able to identify all of Gary's victims, White said Monday, all 49 of them. Law enforcement identified Lyles as a victim of the Green River Killer in 1988 by matching her dental records to remains discovered near Tigard, Oregon. Ridgway led authorities to the second set of Lyles remains in southern King County in 2003. Investigators took a DNA sample from that second set of remains and uploaded it to a national law enforcement database to search for matches at the time, but none were found. In 2022, the sheriff's office contracted with Othram, a Texas-based genetic genealogy company that specializes in forensic DNA work. Othram built a DNA profile for the unknown victim, and the company's in-house forensic genetic genealogy team tentatively identified her as Lyle's. Investigators then got a DNA sample from her mother and confirmed the match. Family does not wish to speak to the media. So I forgot that they suspected him for a long time before they could prove it. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, they had brought him in and talked to him.
Another one of those where the victims were not, people that were highly being searched for kind of thing.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Gary knew what he was doing. He was good at serial killing.
Well, good. I'm glad that got wrapped up for that family.
Yeah. I wonder what he's up to in prison.
So maybe he wasn't as... Was it proven he was as intellectually disabled as he was?
I believe so.
Or was it just believed that he might have been? If he knew what he was going after and targeting specific people to keep himself under the radar?
Yeah, that's what they said back then. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he had a life. He went undetected for such a long time.
Yeah.
Can't be that dumb.
He did weird shit, though. I remember there was a story about him reading the Bible at work and like crying while he was reading it out loud. People are like, "Hey, Gary, shut the fuck up with that."
Hey, Gary, get out of here. Go pick up your toddler and go fuck some prostitutes instead. Stop wasting your time with that Bible.
If they would have just let him fucking read the Bible, maybe he wouldn't have killed some people with his toddler in the back seat.
Maybe so.
Let the man cry and read the Bible. It's not hurting anybody.
That's what I do every day. Cry and read the Bible.
We all do.
Well, that's all I got. That's the Necro updates. Good riddance, Gary Ridgway.
Yeah, it's not bad. It does good updates.
Yeah.
Two people we haven't talked about in a long time.
Really going to keep an eye on the Scott Peterson stuff.
I feel like we'll probably touch on that one again in the future.
It'll be really interesting to see.
Very, yeah. More to come.
Because I can't, based on the book, what I read, like 2 books for that, and everything I looked into, I don't see a way that he didn't kill her. So it'd be really interesting if he is innocent. Like,
that's what makes this so fascinating.
Right. Like,
what do they know or have or believe?
And like, what was missed in all that information that's out there?
Agree.
Nancy Grace will be doing a 180.
Fired up.
She still have her fucking show? Is she still employed by, what is it, HLN?
She has a podcast.
Oh, is that what she does now?
Mm-hmm.
The mess she made in her panties when she read that story, I'm sure they're going to be for sale on her website.
I forgot all about that.
Did you say our website?
Her website.
We're not selling
I might get shut down selling her panties.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not selling her panties. It's disgusting. I wouldn't even subject Declan to handling those.
No?
Well,
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I would. I'm fucking wear him on his head. I have to run around the basement down here. How's that smell, Declan? How's that juice smell? That could be fun, actually. We should probably do that. Can we buy some of Nancy Grace's panties?
of course we can.
All right. That'll be good stuff.
I'll give you a discount, Mike.
Thanks, Nancy. You're swell. All right, anything else?
That's it. Stay tuned.
Good.
Bye.